Hey ladies and dudes, it's Jeremy here, one of your very favorite people with Parkinson's. Here to talk about your MDS appointment or your movement disorder specialist appointment. I've got one tomorrow, so I'm nervous. I gotta tell you, every time I go, I'm nervous about going because I don't like getting bad news, and with a degenerative illness, it's always going to be bad news. Generally, you're not gonna stop progressing. Maybe you'll slow it down, but it's one of them things, it's a mental hurdle I got to get over. First thing, you need to be honest about your struggles and your ups and downs during your day. I remember when I was first diagnosed, for whatever reason, I was just convinced I needed to put on this brave face and tell them everything was fine, hunky-dory. And sometimes it was, but a lot of times it wasn't. I was not honest about some of the side effects of the medication, the struggles I was having, because I wanted to put on a brave face. He or she can't help you if you're not honest. You got to be honest with them. Maybe it's just a guy thing. Guys feel like they got to be tough, be John Wayne, and put, Gary Cooper it. You got to be honest. For the newly diagnosed, I would just say educate yourself. Ask a lot of questions. Knowledge and information is going to help you combat this disease. It's degenerative. We need to find a way to slow it down. Exercise is proven to do that. Ask questions, educate yourself. Like I said, you can never have too much knowledge about your health. I personally like to go to my MDS appointments when I'm off, meaning completely off my dopamine pills. I find it's easier to get around. Although I'm slow and shaky, I do feel a little more stable. My doctor said he actually likes when I come in when I'm off because it gives him a better gauge of where I'm at physically with the progression of my disease. But you got to do what you feel is best. Some people can't walk when they're off their meds, and I would just say, talk to your doctor and see what he recommends. Like I said, for me, I'm kind of a weird case. It's my legs cramp and do all kinds of weird things when I'm on these pills, so it's easier for me to go when I'm off, but case-by-case basis. Understand your doctor is not a miracle worker, but he should be a good listener. It's tough it's got to be tough when you're a doctor and you're dealing with these degenerative illnesses and your patients come to you and you can't really help them like you want to because the medication and the technology and the science isn't really there. So I understand if they can't help because, with my walking, we've truly tried everything possible other than DBS surgery to address my walking issues, which I'm not really interested in this point. But he should, and my doctor, he or she should be a good listener. My doctor will listen to me for a long time. As long as I want to talk, he'll listen to me, which, as you probably can guess, is a long freaking time because I'm a big talker. That's just my advice. And lastly, you might feel a little bit down after your doctor's appointment. I know I always kind of do. I kind of go into this space of not woe is me, but it's just the realism of what's going on in my body kind of hits me all at once. So maybe just give yourself a little personal space, personal time after you get home from your appointment. It's a lot to deal with. Maybe decompress by yourself, just kind of let it all sink in. This is not fun. It's not easy. Nobody likes to do this. I don't know how these doctors do this all day, see sick people. I think it would really, really bring me down. But it's normal to be bummed after an appointment like this. This is heavy, heavy stuff. Nobody really wants to talk about it. All right, that's all I got. Hopefully, I've got some fun stuff coming up on the channel coming up. I got some interviews I'm going to be doing with some of my favorite people with Parkinson's. And I will give you an update on how my doctor's appointment went maybe next week. Till next time. Peace and love from the snowy city of St. Louis.